understanding. What is marriage all about? What is a home? What is caring? What is empathy? What actually is the relevance of effective communication in the home or relationship? These are some of the things we need to look at together, reflect together. Remember, we're looking at tales that touch the heart. We're looking at life matters. And we are looking at what you and I can do to make this world a better place for you and I, and for those around you that you interact with, that you come across on your path daily in the journey of this life. The people you interact with. Life is to be lived. Life is to be enjoyed. Even though pain once in a while is inevitable, sweat is inevitable. Like in my part of the world, that is southwest Nigeria, elders have a proverb that a human being that the rain doesn't fall on, that the sun doesn't shine on, doesn't beat, then that person is not a normal human being. That person will live to suffer. So pain is part of life. Challenges are part of life. Disappointments are part of life. They make us to become better. They make us to understand the life we live better. So, however, the bottom line is at the end of it all, when the pluses and minuses are done, then you should be better off at the end. You should still be happy. You still have that inner joy. You still be able to have that inner peace. Like the statement, after the rain comes the sunshine. Behind every cloud, there is a silver lining. Tears or sorrow may enjoy for the night, but joy definitely comes in the morning. That is the principle of life that we live. Cherish that life we live. Cherish that love we share. Cherish that love. We human beings are not made to antagonize one another. We are designed and built to love one another, to care for one another, to nourish one another, to work to make the world a better place. So when I reflect on something like this, I always remember that song by Michael Jackson, to make the world a better place for you and me, for you and I. Look at the man in the mirror. Then you can look at yourself differently and the other person. Then see where the changes will start from. You and I have that challenge, have that task, that obligation to make the world a better place. Whether you are blue or white or red or yellow, whatever your race, whichever part of the world you find yourself, you have that obligation to mankind, to humanity, to nature itself, to see what you can do to make the world a better place. So in a relationship, what are some of the things that we need? Either a marital relationship, a romantic relationship, community relationship, official relationship. Which one are you engaged in now? Definitely every human being is involved and engaged in one relationship or the other. And definitely everyone has more than one, as long as you are of school age and you are past school age. I mean, isn't that it? You have family relationship, that is the home you belong to. the family you belong to, either the blood family or foster family or whichever way it is, that's the family. Then if you're a student, you attend school, you have a relationship there. You have your classmates, you have your schoolmates. Then if you're working, you have official colleagues that you relate with, you interact with day by day, moment by moment. Then if you're an entrepreneur, then you still have your business partners you interact with. So you have a relationship there also. So you can share your comments as we continue on this discussion and this reflection time. So in which of the relationship are you engaging now? Are you enjoying all of them? Is any of them giving you challenge? Or is any of them stressing you? Are you adding value to any of them or to all of them? Well, you can put your question here or your comment here. We also counsel on life matters. Your joy, your peace, your positive mental attitude, positive mindset, growth mindset is what the channel is all about. We see what we can do to spice up your life, what we can do to put that smile on your face, what we can do to make you chuckle, what we can do to make you know that in spite of whatever you see around you, this life is sweet. This life is good. The world is beautiful. Just look around, come out, stay on the street, look at the sky, look at the clouds. You can see the different shades and how they move, how they float, how they flow. Then look at the vegetation around you, different shape, different sizes. Try to enjoy it. Then the air that blows around you. It may be chilly, it may be warm, but if you're able to think a bit more, see that this life is sweet. Then you may sit in the park, watch people that go by, then watch the expression on their various faces. You see that it's a kaleidoscope, and that's the different colors of life. Whatever goes up comes down. After this rain comes the sunshine. After the storm comes the peace. So we just mentioned about 6 things that can enhance your relationship. Whichever state it is now, if you take note of these 6 things, 6 factors, and try to manage, see what you can do about them, it will make that relationship a lot much better. Once again, if you have any challenge with any of them or any question or comment, please share in the comment section. Okay? This is Nisinuga Reflections. You're welcome as you reflect with us. So the first one is good and effective communication. In communication, you share information, you share ideas. What is on your mind, you try to pass it on to the other person. You want that person to understand. You want feeling, and you want to know how the other one person is feeling. You want to know, what can I do to help you? What can I do to be of service to you? What can I do to enjoy your stay or your time with us? Like if you get to these superstores or the supermarket, starting from the security man in the drive area, parking zone, say welcome to our center, welcome to our supermarket. When you to pass through the main gate, the other person will tell you welcome to a supermarket. Check the countenance of their face. They will say, so they say, what can we do for, how can we do? And if you have any challenge with any of them, we have workers or staff members along the aisles. Say, I'm looking for such and such a product. On which rack can I get it? They will direct you accordingly. That is part of life. Everybody be of service. So communication. If you get to the source, you are just moving up and down. The person say, what are you looking for? But if the person cannot read your mind, but if you say it, and if it's in the place of work also, you need some questions answered. You need some assistance in some way. Your colleagues or work mates cannot read your mind. They tell them, please, can you help me? Can you get this for me? Where is this file? Where is this document? This thing was done yesterday. This is where we left off. Now, you're part of it. What have you done with it? What's your level of success with it? What is the challenge you have with it? That is communication. Then the person will explain to you. Then if it's with your spouse, the same thing. You need to explain, what do you want her to do? What do you want to? What do you expect of him or her? You can't say, you should have known. How will I know when you didn't tell me? I'm not clairvoyant. Are you clairvoyant? Can you read my mind? You're not clairvoyant. So the only way I can know what's in your mind, what you expect of me, is for me to express myself to you. And the only way I can know what you want me to do for you, I want me to help you. Like I just watched a clip of this film by Jackie Chan, Rush Hour. I can't remember whether it's the second version or the third one. The villain put a bomb inside his mouth, a ball-like bomb inside his mouth, inside Jackie Chan's mouth, and taped it around. And wanted to just press the button to blow it. So Jackie Chan was able to wrestle himself free. And now got to his partner. And his hand was tied. I said, what do you want me to do? He was trying to tell that one, please remove the tape around my face. My mouth is seeing there's bomb in my mouth. It was just but that one just said that when I didn't hear what you're saying. I wanted to hear what you say, what you're trying to say. That one removed the tape quickly around. By the time it just blew out or spit out the ball bomb from his mouth, the thing just exploded off on the table. So you could see communication. That one say, I was trying to say, you didn't tell me. I was trying to tell you there was one in my heart. That one said, well, you are saying, I would like to know you are saying bum, 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 bum. So you can say it's communication. So communication is very key. And communication must be effective. You can't just tell me something and I didn't quite understand it. I say, Shibi, I told you. What? You told me what? You said A, B, C, D, and I told you, please, I don't understand A, B, C, D. Can you be more explicit? You told me you can't be more explicit. I said, the way I understand it is this way. And you told me, well, whichever way you understand, go and do it. And I went to do it the way I understood. You tell me I didn't do it right. And that is where problems come from. So you need to have that patience, that presence of mind, that humility, that concern, to be able to, when your partner or your neighbor, whoever you communicate, your relationship with, you are communicating with, say, please, can you be more explicit? Can you please restate it? And the person starts to rephrase it. There is feedback mechanism. Because communication is a two-way action. It's a two-way process. So whichever way you're living, whether with your children or with your boss or with your subordinates or whichever, communication is key to maintain the cordiality of that relationship. Remember, every relationship has a goal, has one or more objectives, because you are coming together for what? You're coming together to achieve something, whether in school or in a place of work. Every relationship has a focus. So if you don't know the purpose of that relationship, please try to find out. Or else they say, if the purpose of a thing is not established, is not known, abuse is inevitable. Let that person know that I'm relating with you because I believe you will stab me in the back. Even in the community, there is a reason for a relationship. When I'm in cordial relationship with you in our community, it's because I know that whenever I need your help, when I call on you, you'll be able to say, yes, that's my neighbor. And when you call on me, I know that, yes, I used to chat with him. We used to say hi, hi. The person is humble, is respectful. They show some level of understanding. They know that when you need my help, I can easily come to you. But if you stand aloof, you are incommunicado. They wouldn't know that when I hear some sound in your compound, if I come in and you not call me an intruder, you not tell me what you're looking for. Did I call you? Did I invite you? So communication is key. The second thing we look at is empathy. Empathy is that act in which you try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. That person is the one feeling the way he's feeling. He's the one knowing what he's talking about. He's the one feeling the pain. He's the one that was disappointed. He's the one that is facing the challenge. And the person is trying to tell you, this is what I'm feeling. This is my pain. This is my challenge. And what are you saying? He said, well, that's your cup of tea. Well, remember, what goes around comes around. What is happening to A today, it may be your turn tomorrow, but it may just be in another format, in another form. But you can be sure, as the sun shines and as the world revolves, what goes around comes around. It just comes in different shades, different colors. That is why it's good for you to be humble, to be respectful. Because the person you look at today and you try to snub or treat anyhow, you don't know what tomorrow has in store for you. Some things are beyond our prediction and beyond our control in this life. So try softly and try to show empathy to whoever you're in contact. That is, let the person explain, okay, how is it going on? What is it you want to let the person explain to you, and try to visualize, conceptualize. If it's difficult for you to do that, try to say, okay, please, can you try and put me really in the picture of what you're talking about? That person can try and see. Like we talk in education. Let's call them when entry point. So you can use what is known to explain what is unknown. The person can use something that is similar to what he or she has in mind to explain to you. Then you try to conceptualize. But you need patience. You need humility to listen to the person. Remember, we are not of the same level of intelligence. So empathy is very key. You are gifted, fine. You are very intelligent, fine. You are very eloquent, fine. So if the person is of slow speech, don't say, can you please talk fast? Can you please, I just give you 5 seconds. How can somebody make himself explicit in 5 seconds or 10 seconds? Say, well, your time is up. That may not be the best. Whether you are the boss, or you are the dad, or you are the mom, or you are the uncle, or you are the auntie. Whatever your condition is, try to show empathy in whatever relationship you are involved in. The third one is adequate goal setting. I said at the beginning, every relationship has some level of goals and objective. If you have some in which it is not, you don't know, please put in your comment section. We try and get some answers for you. So when you know your relationship has some goals and objectives which you would like to achieve, then whatever it takes to achieve that goal, you try to cooperate. You have to compromise some things. You have to give in some things to make sure you achieve that goal. Let's take romantic relationship, for example. You know that you want to establish a home together, and a home where there is peace, where there is joy, where there is good understanding. So in this period of courtship, that you have to set that, because you have a goal. I want to set up a home with you. I want to set up a life with you. I love you. I want to live the rest of my life with you. I like you to be the father. I like to be the mother of our children because I like the qualities I see in you. Then we have to work at it together. Remember, we came from 2 different backgrounds. We didn't grow up in the same family. We didn't grow up from the same tree trunk. So before we become grafted together, let's try to achieve some level of understanding. So you set the goals. That's what you do in your coaching. Another thing you need with number 4 now, you need self-control and discipline. It has to do with what you have said earlier, but this is more direct. Some things may happen which do not go along with your own perception, but is it still in line in the goal and objective you are working out to achieve? So you have to discipline yourself to know that you don't talk anyhow. Even if it's your subordinate in it, like myself, I don't like being shouted. That's how we were raised up by our parents. You don't shout. Parents will not shout at us when they're talking to us. You talk to us, we are human beings. Like we are not dogs. Yeah. What? We just switch off. We just be looking at you. Every time I say, sorry, sir, I didn't hear what you said. Maybe you beat me, or what you do, you ground me. But that's not what you want. You want to instill discipline. You want me to know things better about life. You want me to grow in the knowledge and fear of God Almighty. You want me to be productive to myself and to the community. But you don't get that message across by shouting at me. So what you want to get across is the message, the information. What are the noise? What are the shout? What are the parking got to do with it? So you've got to learn to discipline yourself. So I was working with a boss one time, and she was just shouting at me. I said, excuse me, ma. He said, I'm talking to you. I said, yes, ma. I'm not hearing what you're saying because you just raise your voice. Sorry, I didn't hear anything about what you're trying to say. She felt insulted, but I was brought up to know that that's not an. I'm not insulting you. Personally, actually, I didn't hear what you were saying because I switch off. You are disturbing my eardrum with your shouting. What will you do? Did I abuse you? No. As far as I'm concerned, that's not an abuse. You don't shout at him. You talk to human beings. Even if it's your child, you don't shout at the child. You don't back at the child. That doesn't make you to be forced to be authoritative. Just say, Daniel, John, Mustafa, why did you do that? Why? Why did you beat your sister? Why did you shout? Why did you do that? Why did you break that thing? Then allow him or her to explain. Then you know what to do next. Okay, not by shouting. So we also need also about self-control and discipline, that what you say as the boss or the father or the parents or the leader of the team, say this thing for A, B, C, D is not permissible, should not be done, should not be toyed with, then you should not be above the law. You should not do it. Because for you to do it, that means it is permissible. When you claim yourself that only you are allowed to do such a thing, and that thing, as you explained, is inimical to the well-being of the business, of the establishment, of the home, then you doing it means you are working against the well-being of the home. Then something is wrong with that. So that's why the children, they just tag along for as long as it is practicable for them. So it's not do as I say, it's do as I do. They watch what you do, they watch what you say. You say they should not use curse word, but use curse word. To avoid your spanking or your shouting or whatever you do to show your supremacy or authority over them, they bear with you. But there will come a time when that authority will get weaker. Maybe as they get older, or as they are becoming more self-developed. And as soon as they can stand up to you, they will tell to your face, sorry, Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Mom. Do you take offense then? But remember, you sowed the bad seed. Then, if you are the boss, you cannot be boss forever. Even if you are the chairman, you are the MD. Well, the person will not be a worker in your place forever. You don't know where you meet. You can leave your establishment, go to another establishment, establish his own business, and you may meet at a conference at a better place. It might be at a place where you need the service of that place, and he now comes to be the MD or the chairman of that place. And you now come, and stories abound to that effect. So you see, there is the story of this lady, because she was more wealthy, more affluent than the husband, maltreated the husband. To cut the long story short, she divorced him because his class does not match her own anymore. Call him useless and things like that. Well, the man pick up himself and work harder on himself. And now, many years later, the lady got to this particular company looking for a job, because where she was working before, where they were paying her extremely well, had some challenges, and she was laid off. She got to this place now. On the panel was the useless husband in quotes. So that husband useless that time, because his earning capacity was low. Not that he was cheating on her, not that he was abusing her, but because she was comparing him with the husbands of her colleagues and friends. So let us just take note of these things in our relationship. Be careful. Treat everybody with respect and courtesy, and be humble. Not because of tomorrow, and be able to get better results from that establishment. The fifth one is that try to show practical care. Let the people you are working, you are relating, know that you care about them. Let them know that their well-being is of concern to you. Don't say, well, like we say here in Southwest, Oyo Lower. Oyo is OYO. That means you are on your own. You don't do that in a team. You don't do that in a group. You don't do that in a relationship. You have to be a brother's keeper. No matter your level in the group, no matter your status in the team, whether you are the team lead, or you are the brain of the team, or you are whatever, remember, we work as a team. Like the Bible gives us an illustration. This body is made up of many members. The eye cannot say to the nose, I'm superior to you. The mouth cannot say to the nose, I'm superior to you. The ear cannot say the same thing. They have different roles they play. But they work together to make you and I to be more able to relate well with our environment, with ourselves. Even in the mouth, we have the tongue, we have the teeth, we have the palates, we have the gum, we have the jaw. All of them work together. They have different levels. Then the whole body, we have the head, we have the neck, all of them work together. So if you have that kind of concept in your mind, then you know how to make sure you hold people with respect and with honor. Everybody has some, there's nobody that is useless. That is why in education we say no child is an ignoramus that doesn't know anything. And that's why the Bible advises Christians in Matthew chapter 5. They don't call anybody useless. I don't call anybody a fool. There's nobody that is 100% fool. The person may look foolish now, but when the chips are down, you see that the person has some sense. That's why in Yoruba, our father used to say, "Omo buruku lojo tie." That is that child you consider useless. has his own day of relevance, his own day of usefulness. In this part of the world also, we have some boys called area boys, what you call hoodlums or dropouts or dregs of the society. It's been discovered that some of these boys have their relevance. There was a day I was driving at a junction. Some of them came to help. I think the car was in a ditch or something happened like that. They come to help. So they have their own value. They may be ragged, they might have become victims of substance use or substance abuse. But that is not the end of the story of their life. So don't write anybody off. So treat everybody. Let them know you care about them. When you see your gate man, your messenger in the office, your cleaner, treat them with respect. There is the story of this lady, which I saw on the net many years back. She used to work in a cold room. And every time she passed the security man, she will always greet the security man when signing in and when signing out. This particular day, the gate man, security man on duty then, saw that the lady signed in. But when everybody was going out, he did not see her sign out with the others. So she was wondering, where is this lady? Because she signed in and he never left the gate and the security post, and she didn't sign out. He was worried. So he went inside the establishment and tried to check. Miss so. He didn't hear any report. There's something just told him for him to be checking the freezers. What happened was that as the lady went to keep something in the freezer, their products, the door slammed door of the freezer, and you could only open it from outside. I know the freezers of doors in establishments like that, they are soundproof, very thick panels, so knocking them will not do. So by the time the man he was opening the freezers one by one. By the time he opened, we just saw her there. She was almost frozen to death. That's how he dragged her out and gave her, the way they treat, put blanket on her, try to get something hot for her to drink, and call for the medical service. That's how her life was saved, because she cared. Not because she expected something from them, just showing courtesy. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Thompson, good morning. How's the family? Have a nice day. Then when you're signing out, sign out. God bless you. Greetings to your family. Simple, it doesn't cost anything. But that thing has saved our life. So please learn from that. Learn from that. And be humble and show practical care to everyone you come across and you work with. Let them know you are concerned about them. Don't bullshit anyone. Then the final one with number 6 is area of compatibility. Well, in a team, in a school, in every group, there are members that are not of the same family, that come from different backgrounds. Even in a family, the siblings, yes, they are from the same parents, but their genetic combination are not exactly the same. That is why when you see siblings, they may resemble, but you see some difference, some peculiarity about each of them. In terms of the complexion, in terms of the height, in terms of the color of the eyes, in terms of the color of the skin, you see differences. Even sometimes the hair color and everything like that. That's number 1. And because even all of them did not attend the same school, even if they attend the same school, they are not in the same classroom relating, because in psychology we talk about nature nurture. That is to determine somebody's personalities, nature, that the genetics, the biological influence. Then we have the environment we call the nurture. The environment you live, the food you eat, the people you play with, the people you interact with, the material you interact, all of them work together to determine your final personality. So you have to tell your area of compatibility so that you know how to flow together, work together. You know that you and Mr. John or Miss Jane or Mrs. Yusuf, you are on the same team. But you know one of them is introvert, another one is extrovert, another one is extreme talkative, another one is highly temperamental, is short-fused. Then once you know all of them like that, then you fathom out how to relate and how to manage every one of them. That is how to work it. And by the time you do that, so if you can apply this principle either to your marriage, to your courtship, to your dating, or to your work in the office, you will see a lot of difference by the time tomorrow comes. Thank you once again, DT Shakti, for reflecting with me. This is Nisinuga Reflections. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And please also inform your friends and colleagues and family members to always reflect here. We are focused on your joy, on your happiness, on your positive mental attitude, positive mental image. Thank you so much for reflecting with me once again. Till we meet again on this same channel. Be positive, be focused, and do everything you can to maintain a good relationship with people around you, either in the place of work or in your family. God bless you.